Was good. I'm gonna be filling in. Y'all got a substitute teacher today, okay? So Space has some business to handle, so I'm gonna be filling in for him. Rockets just got smoked. The offense looked dreadful. That was an ugly game, bro. Not even gonna lie, that was an ugly game. It looked just nasty. And I think the word is out that the Rockets cannot stop a zone defense. They can't attack a zone defense. Now, I was shocked that it took so long for teams to kind of figure this out because, you know, every team that played us with a zone and press coverage last year just beat us. I mean, they could have been down 50, and as soon as they played a zone, teams that did that were, I think Sacramento did it to us. I think Toronto did it to us. But yeah, the zone is definitely not not something we can beat, and it's kind of understandable because you got to know our situation, right? So we do not have a guard or somebody in the backcourt or somebody on the court that could actually be able to decipher and read the zone to make the requisite plays. And that's on Jalen, that's on KPJ. It seems like the coaches haven't reached that point in the lesson plan yet to break a zone. So that's definitely going to be something that is always going to be there. But the word is out in the NBA. It's kind of flattering though. You can look at it as a form of flattery. You know what I mean? Because back last year, we just sucked and teams played base defense on us. But this year, I guess now they like, okay, we can if we play our base defense, they might beat us. So let's just play to their weaknesses. So the now we got a counter. But yeah, bro, not being able to beat a zone is kind of funny because that's like the most basic thing, right? I've never seen a NBA team play a zone for a full game. That's crazy, right? To play a zone for a full game. Let's see who we got in the house. Let's see. Shout out to Joe Blue, Swaggy D, your boy Third Coast Alliance in here, Zachary, JNRZ. Yeah, we'll get to all this stuff. Chris, what up, Chris? Sigamigs, Yusugami. Yeah, let me see. We got our boy Baba Shola. Man, what did y'all think about the game? I think this was a we were on the verge of having the worst shooting record in for from three in Rockets history. So chalk up another historical night for this iteration of the Rockets. But no, it was an ugly game, bro. Let me go through the stats. I'm gonna look at some of the Blazer stats. All right, obviously, whoever the opposing backcourt is, they're gonna have the best games of their careers. Anthony Simons, not the best game of his career, but he had a pretty damn good game. 32 points in 33 minutes. Dame had an easy 25. Didn't even look like he was out there really trying. So they combined for within their backcourt 57 points. Can we guard an opposing backcourt? I'm still waiting to see that, bro. I don't think we've been able to guard an opposing backcourt yet. Yet, I don't think we've been able to guard no opposing backcourt yet, man. It's just crazy. Yeah, it was a rough watch. It was a rough watch, man. It's crazy. Yeah, you sure right, bro. I couldn't. I mean, it was competitive in the first half, then it just went all downhill and with the second half. And one thing I'm seeing that we don't really do good on is being able to counter teams. Whenever a lot of the good coaches in the NBA, they're once they get a half of ball, whether it's any sport, it could be football, basketball. Once they get a half, they make those counters in the second half to adjust. And I'm not sure what our counter was. It didn't seem like we really had anything but the game plan to just keep going and keep doing what we was doing, and that stuff did not work. Yeah, that was rough. I was thinking, man, if it takes a zone to beat us, maybe U of H can probably. If we play them like 10 times, how many times y'all think U of H can beat us? I want y'all to put in the chat how many times you think U of H can beat the Rockets if they played a 10 game series, bro. Because I think them kids at U of H will probably get off about maybe what, like maybe 2, 3 games off of us if they play the zone. You know what I mean? Just because it's simple to beat it, but at the same time, you just gotta have like movement and be able to attack the soft spots in the zone, but it's just our guys just ain't got it. Them boys do not have it, man. It's a damn shame. But let's get to some of these. Oh, no, no. Let me see. I'm already messing up, guys. See, I ain't got it like Space do. But I was going over the stats. So Anthony and them did pretty good. Our stats: Eric Gordon, 5 points, one turnover, one rebound. Pretty much zeros across the board, minus 14. Eric is just out there existing, bro. He is just out there existing. At this point, really adds nothing to the team as far as, I mean, yes, he can space the floor a little bit, but honestly, he's not a great rebounder. The defense is hit or miss at this point in his career. The ball handling has been suspect his whole career. I really don't really just see. I don't see his purpose as a starter. At that point, you want to give it to somebody else, either KJ or Tari or somebody. Give it to somebody else that will actually help the defense out, because with the way Bari is playing on defense, if you put another long wing out there, like if it was Tari or if it was KJ, you're actually going to make up for some of the issues that Shangun has trying to guard people. You know what I mean? You'll actually make up for some of those issues. So, uh, you know, Eric Gordon is just out there existing. He only played 20 minutes tonight. So, I mean, hopefully it's just a trend. Maybe they're going to start shutting him down for the whole trade thing. It's like Eric Gordon trade rumors come with like the holidays. It'll be Thanksgiving, then it's Eric Gordon trade rumors, then it's Christmas, then it's New Year's and Eric Gordon trade rumors. Yeah, bro, we need to do something about him. Jabari Smith Jr., minus 16. Not the best offensive game. Went 0 for 4 from three, 3 of 11 from three, from the field. But one thing, Jabari, he only had 4 rebounds in this game, only 24 minutes, didn't really play that much. They kind of pulled it back fairly quickly into the game. Man, I love what I'm seeing from him, though. Did y'all see Jabari do a Euro step today? Like, this a dude that in the preseason, he could barely even hold the ball without fumbling. I mean, he looked like Bambi. If y'all remember Bambi, when Bambi was born, he'll have the ball, his legs would be all knock-kneed, and he'd be shaking. And now this dude doing Euros in the NBA game, man, putting the ball on the ground, attacking closeouts. I mean, this is just that's amazing. Honestly, it's nothing short of miraculous that dude could be that bad as a ball handler and be able to take these strides within a few months. I'm telling y'all, man, that he might have the highest upside. He might have the highest upside on the team, because with the defensive, like two-way guys like that, that to me the ceiling on a two-way guy is just higher. And Jalen is if Jalen's his complementary skill that he needs to keep developing, and we'll talk about that a little bit, is his ability to pass the ball. That's what's going to take him to the stratosphere. If Jabari can learn to be able to create separation, and there's multiple ways to do that, you know what I mean, then that's going to be his upside. Appreciate you for subscribing. Yeah, is mighty. Appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome to the Chop Shop. But let me get back to these box scores. Alp, 10 points, 8 rebounds. You know what I mean? He had a pretty good game. It was a pretty good game for him. I was worried that he was going to get smoked because the Blazers run a lot of dribble handoffs, and they're a team that uh, almost like the Warriors in Miami. They got guys that's coming off from screen shooting. So, oh, okay, we got a super chat, and if my cadence is off with all the excitement and stuff, I'm sorry. I'm a half court guy. Space is the one that does the run and gun with the streams. I'm gonna do this old school. We gonna play in the post with this. I'm gonna go a little slow. All right, let's see what that super chat. Shout out to Sleep Art 11 saying, "What do you think of Silas running a 3 center rotation? I always go with the thought when you have too many of something, you really have nothing." Yeah, it's indecisive. It's just kind of a representation of the fact that we don't have a system, because all three of those centers are just the exact, like, they're just polar opposites of what they do. So there's not really a complement. And then you pair that up with the fact that he's running a three, like, I don't know how many damn guards. The combinations of guards that we put out. Hell, we saw Knicks and Ty today together in the backcourt. My God, right? So when you have that and you have the center mat, it's really It's really just indecision in what we have as a core, as a team, and like a direction as a team. We have literally a different lineup every game. They haven't figured their rotations out yet. This far into the season, it's the same guys. We've added a couple rookies, but it really shouldn't change everything. I think the Eric Gordon is really impacting that. I think Eric Gordon is really impacting that because that log jam at that three is really messing everything up because then you could start once you get that out the way, then you kind of move some guys. You take one of those goon squad guys, you put them in the starters, then that frees up a spot for maybe one of those centers. Then maybe Garuba can play the four on those second units. Then you get a natural backup with Bruno. But yeah, man, that's a good observation to sleep art. Yeah, that's a great observation. All right. So Alp, I thought he was going to get cooked, but he guarded Nurkic pretty good. Besides that, not really an impactful game from him. He rebounded well. I mean, it's just more of the same. Guys aren't being used to their strengths. Jalen Green, tough shooting night, man. 0 for 6. 0 for 6, 5 of 16. He was screaming and yelling and like, bro, this you in the NBA, dog. Like, we ain't got time for you to be feel sorry for yourself, yelling about missing shots, bro. Just keep shooting. You know what I mean? He just got to keep shooting. Jalen just has to keep shooting. Like, that's not like all that stuff. The more he yells at himself, the more he gets into his head. You know what I mean? The more he does all that stuff where slapping his hands and yelling and oh man, and like you, bro, just keep shooting, man. That's your job. Y'all remember like even though I ain't love when he did this, James Harden, this guy would go 2 for 15 one game, then come in the next game and drop 50. As a scorer, you gotta be like just unconscious with it. So I think once you get in your head, it's like a self-fulfilling cycle where you shoot bad, you get mad at yourself, then you put more pressure on yourself, you shoot bad, and it just keeps going. So he needs to get out of that. Like, bro, take your shots. You know what I mean? Make or miss. It's just a slump. You're gonna get out of it. Just keep it shooting. But other the game for him, I mean, I liked his aggression. But yeah, the shooting is definitely not there. He's a like his vision is getting better, but at the same time, he's still tunnel vision when he drives. When he collapses the defense, it's there, man. There's a lot of open shots, just not able to pass them out. KJ did a pretty good game for him. He played 31 minutes, 13 points. He played good, brought the energy, 66%, had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. KPJ not a great game. Him and Jalen they got cooked, but KPJ was getting cooked on defense. Not in this game, not his best defensive games. I've noticed he does a good job of guarding bigger guards than the smaller, shifty ones. He can guard like the thicker guards, the bigger body guards, but them small dudes, yeah, that ain't his forte, man. That ain't his forte. But to me, the zone thing, he's been bad at the zone. He's been bad at the zone pretty much his whole career. To me, that is a big part of it. I do put more on him. See, guys, for y'all that love the KPJ at PG thing, I love KPJ as a basketball player. I don't think he should be our point guard. For y'all that love KPJ as the point guard thing, part of being the point guard is games like this fall on him. If he's gonna earn that title and hold that title, bro, you got to be able to bust the zone, man. That's basketball 101. You can't pick up your dribble at the top of the key when you got a zone on you. You feel me? Like that, like it come with the title. Enough of the baby gloves, man. Either you're gonna do it or you won't. So to me, that's what they have to like, bro. You gotta be. If my point guard can't beat a zone, then what are we doing here? What are we doing? We just over here, just what? Just living in la la land? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop playing with this. All right, let me get to some of these comments. Third Coastal Line says, we trash when Dacian Nix had the highest plus minus. Let me see this. +9. Damn. 2 of 3. Okay. 50% from 3. Yeah, Knicks cut his hair, man. He looked like he looking like he turning the corner. Maybe the hair, he the reverse Samson, right? He the reverse Samson, bro. Bro cut his hair and got powers. But nah, I actually think yeah, he did have a pretty good game. He had a pretty good game. Made his layup in transition. Y'all seen it. Y'all thought he was gonna miss it, huh? I did too. Let's see. Third Coast Line says, kill me. Hang in there, brother. It's better days ahead. What Martin said, keep hope alive. Just hang in there, bro. It's coming. Swaggy D found it funny. Let's see who we got next. Sigameg said another quality tank game. Nah, bro, they was trying. They just got their butt whooped. Yeah, this is not a it's not a tank game, bro. We got beat. It's the same stuff with the zone. It's the same stuff with the zone, man. Salute to Chris. Shout out Chris H. Sigamig Franks. Nah, I'm just a substitute teacher, bro. I'm just in. This ain't my lane, man. Tank game. If it makes you feel better, Usagami, I ain't gonna lie, but I think they trying to win, bro. We just suck. If it make you, okay, you know what I mean. But okay, he throwing out the fire Silas, fire Silas, fire Silas. Okay, yeah, yeah. Y'all gave that boy about a week to grieve, huh? Gave bro a week to grieve. I feel that. I ain't mad at that though. I'm indifferent because I've put my mind in like in the future, so that's how I get through it, bro. I'm indifferent about like a lot of this stuff because ultimately, you know what I mean, as I said in one of the other videos I made, it really won't matter because it won't matter. Like this stuff that's happening, as long as the young core that's really the core doesn't get tainted with anything that's irreversible, we'll be good, bro. We'll be good. You know, it's coaches, GMs, players come and go. It's just part of the process. You know what I mean? You just gotta do it. Third Coast Alliance, I think you was referring to the zone where you said Clippers did it to us. Yeah, I think they did as well. I'm not sure why though. I thought the Clippers, maybe they had a lot of injuries, but usually at full strength, they could guard up real good. Yeah, they could guard up real good. Baba Shola says the Blazers have our number. Mixture of young players who are very quick and some old heads. There was no imagination and creativity in our guard play. Yeah, bro. I mean, the Blazers are a more. I mean, they're a good team. Honestly, I think if Dame is healthy, if their guys can stay healthy, I really like them coming out in the West. I think they have experience with some of their players that have been in big games. Obviously, Dame is the man there. I was saying on Twitter that between Simons and Dame, if they're able to get like Draymond Green, if you know Draymond is you know there's some rumblings there, man. That'd be a perfect fit for that team because they're really one screening playmaker away from being just the unstoppable offense. When you got two guards that can come off screens at 30 feet and pull up, or if you play them too hard, they go downhill on you. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough matchup for any team to guard. They don't have that linking piece that could play make because what teams tend to do is start to trap them. And once you trap him, you giving it to Big Nurk. He's good, but he can't really play make like that. If they had a Draymond in there, that's the bind that the Warriors put you in because you got to pick your poison. Okay, you're going to trap this all world shooter that's coming out at 30. Okay, I'm going to give it to one of the best short roll passers in NBA history. Then he going to pick you apart, kicking out to Sharp and all these other shooters on the team, Grant, all this stuff. So, yeah, they need a guy like that. They'll be straight. They'll be straight. Uh, Joe Blue referring to the zone that's coaching, bros. Zone shouldn't be a difference. Yeah, not in the NBA, bro. But apparently it is, man. Yeah, you're right, bro. That is high school. You know what I mean? Glad you did not miss anything. You did not miss anything. Guards SL. I don't know what the SL mean. You're gonna have to expound on that. Let's see. Alone 60 points. Yeah, we getting killed. Swaggy still laughing. Feel that. Zachary said 30 points. Okay. Baba Shola says this is a perfect game to show Raphael Stone where we are and what is needed to compete. We believed the hype in the last few games. I told y'all, man, these are the ups and downs. These are the ups and downs of a young team. They just this is a specific type of issue they have is with the zone. And to me, the only thing that it tells Raphael Stone is that the way he built the team is trash. Like we don't have a real point guard. And if you want to say Tata's too young, man, that dude he ain't seen NBA defenses yet. And y'all know my stance as when it relates to team building. Old players aren't bad. It's bad when you have old players like doing all the work. If you're like a team that's a 30 some win team and your starting five is like a bunch of middle age, late 20s, early 30s guys, then yeah. But when you have a young team, bro, you got to have some vets on there to teach them how to just be NBA players. And I think the Rockets are failing in that aspect of their team. Who is Knicks learning to be a point guard from? Who is KPJ learning to be a point guard from? Who is Jalen Green learning to play make from? Who is Tari Eason learning how to be a professional, how to take the right shots? Who is his vet? What, Boban? Garrison Matthews? Is EG the vet for what, 8 guys? You know what I mean? So these are basic things that you have to consider when you're putting together a franchise. I mean, a team. You have damn near 10 of first and second year players, and you only have the only quote unquote vets you have are Tate, EG, and Boban. And Tate was playing in a damn rookie and sophomore game with damn Jalen like a year ago. So I think that's really what I think about when I look at the team is like they're not even put in position to be successful NBA players. And honestly, how good they're playing is really like really good for them. Like they have a lot of talent. The team has a lot of talent. The coaching staff. I mean, some days I don't even blame Steven Silas for. You can blame him for a lot, but man, the roster, bro. I'm telling you, I need to move that slander up to Stone. We know he drafts well, but the team isn't really like this. It's not put together great. Swaggy D says Barry needs to attack the open spots. Bro, be in the corner too much. Coach got to do better. Man, we seen it with Jalen. Man, he just gotta. I guess he just has to ball hog. I don't know, but um, I'm not even gonna think about it. Swag, you're gonna depress me, Swaggy. We're gonna move on from that, bro. I'm not thinking about it, Swaggy. Yeah, EG's becoming a black hole. Last game, he was fastballing the ball off the. Yeah, EG was tripping. I don't know what's up with him, but yeah, they need to get bro out of there. Get him either to the bench, or get him to somewhere where he can contribute to winning. Because I think he's probably just chilling right now. Zachary saying Jalen Green said in the post game and third quarter, energy dropped bad, and FaceTime Tristan each other and start playing street ball out there. Okay, I missed the second sentence, but yeah, the energy was trash. I think they were just frustrated. They were just frustrated. Yeah, they was just frustrated because they couldn't figure out the zone. Like it's like it's frustrating. It makes you have to ISO, and if you suck at ISOing, the only good ISO player we had was KPJ, and they was just keying in on him, daring him to kick it out to shooters, and bro would not comply. So yeah, man, nasty stuff. Sigma Mix, that Euro was nasty. Yeah, it was. I didn't think he had that in his bag, bro. That was definitely something I did not expect to see from Jabari this early. That was fluid. It looked nice. He didn't look all clunky, and he made the layup. Yeah, it's crazy. Says Jabari. Third Coast Line says Jabari showed us a little more aggression on offense. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I love like I said, to me, when kids miss shots, I ain't mad at that. Any of these players miss shots, that's just the part of the game, man. I look at the shot selection, the shot quality, the aggression. What I mean? I don't like passive players. If you're gonna miss your shots, miss them. If you only take shots when you're making them, then I don't trust you in a big game, bro. You know what I mean? I need a guy that's why one thing I respect about James Harden, except in the playoffs, in that regular season, that man is unconscious, bro. He'll take 30 shots and go, 5 for 30. Next game, he'll take them same damn 30 shots and drop 60. If you're gonna be a scorer like Jalen, if that's what you want to hang your hat on, bro, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Swaggy D says Barry is gradually improving his bag one move at a time. Yes, sir. That boy, y'all seen that little turnaround fadeaway he hit on Lil Dame? All right, man. I'm telling y'all, that's that KG. Man, he at some point in his career, he's gonna have that down to about 48, 50, 52% on those shots. That's curtains. When he can hit, that is gonna be a shot that he's gonna be able to hit at will, and it's unblockable. You either gotta foul him or trap him or something, and it's unblockable. So yeah, I'm really excited about how he's developing. So we got here. Garuba was doing his best and the offense straight failed him. Eh, he tried hard, but he wasn't really impactful. I mean, he was trying to guard Simons. Dame was cooking him off the screen. That's a hard cover for anybody. Garuba got his limitations, so um, just not a Garuba game, man. Nurkic too big for him. Damon him too quick for him. It's just not a great game for our guys. Let's see who we got. Third Coast Line says Tata gave us great minutes. Yeah, Tata, I'm intrigued to see how they can use him because honestly, when him and Jalen were playing, he was doing the stuff I wanted to see from a guard that's playing with Jalen. Like he cuts, he can play off guard, he can play on ball. I like how he moves. He doesn't just stay on one side. He's always, if y'all notice, he's always moving. I mean, that shows that's that SEC coaching. That's that Kentucky. You feel me? That boy pass and cut, man. I don't know if y'all peep that. Pass and cut every time. He pass and cut. That's that Kentucky, man. I hope he don't lose that little bit of sense that he got from Calipari. But nah, Tata, he's gonna be good, bro. I think the fact that he was able to start over Knicks in the as far as showing up first means that he's been cooking at practice. So and y'all seen that floater is undefeated. That floater is undefeated. Garuba been doing his best. Yes, he has. The offense looked lost. Yeah, the offense was anemic. It was pathetic. It's just because they were running the zone. We couldn't get into our sets. Didn't have a guard that could slow kind of get everybody calm and just methodically attack and destroy it. We don't have that player on the team yet. Third Coast Alliance says, I love that shot of Tata bringing the ball up. You can see his eyes bouncing around like crazy, reading information like he had the Sheringan. That's the anime joint. And that's a point guard. Now, you know what? I really like him in transition. If y'all want to peep transition, look at his eyes when he's running up the court in full speed. That dude is scanning everything. The other game, he made a pass, the last game, where he passed on the opposite end of the court, flipped the court, and what I mean by that is he was on the right side. And in transition, if you want to kill the defense, if you can swing the ball to the opposite side of the court, yeah, it just causes chaos for them trying to match up. And one of the few times I've seen one of our guards actually do that. I mean, he did a lot of stuff that I've seen our guards not do. Last game, he was also one of the guys that passed to a flare screen. Y'all know those flare screens that Shangun always runs and does this to Jalen, and they look and they're like a second, they try to pass it, then they'll just pick up their dribble. Tata actually did one of those on time, and it led to an open shot for a teammate. Not the guy that caught the flare screen, but because the dude was open, I think it was EG, he had to pass it off to somebody else that was able to shoot. So, yeah, Tata is definitely, he has just the baseline things that you expect. Sleeper says Jalen was getting better at getting others involved, but I think these last couple of games, he's taken a step back. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. I mean, he has some great feeds to Shangun in this game. I love their two-man game. Um, I don't. It just seems like he's pressing. He's pressing. I think he's not comfortable in his offense right now, and he's just pressing a bit, and it's showing up in his play. He's in his mind, man. That's really what it is. Okay, we got Derek Grant or Deverick. I'm sorry, bro. Deverick Grant. Salute, Frank. We in our growing pains, but keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. That's that Martin. Y'all got to keep hope alive, man. This is just it's all of this. A lot of this stuff is irrelevant right now because when we there, man, you won't even y'all might not even remember Steven Silas or any of these complaints. It'll be a totally different team when we get to where we're trying to go. Baba Shola said this was a perfect game to show where it needs to compete. Yeah, I think I already read that. Let's see. Coach, PG Center. Those are the needs. Yes, sir. You could throw in a couple of positions on there, man. Hell, we still got question marks at some positions. So, yeah, let's see what we got next. Your average YouTube friend says, I am late here. Have you heard that EG refused to check back in the game and said bull spit? Nah, I did not hear that. That don't sound like EG, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna have to show me receipts because that does not sound like something EG would do. No, I don't think I can't say EG. That's not even his character. But if it's true, then but why? Like, why would he even do that? Like I don't see why he would even feel the need to do that. It's not anybody's fault he was playing like trash, unless somebody did something to him on the team. But I can't see that. I can't see that. All right, neighborhood hoops. If we bag Victor, pause. You don't bag no dude. But if we bag Victor, what the dynamic of the team gonna look like? Well, that is an interesting thing because I think if Wembanyama comes in, Alp goes to the bench, then you're gonna have Bari and Victor front court. You still need a three. I don't know if Tari's the guy, but you hope he turns into that guy. Um, I think if it's the same regime that's here with the coaches, then it's going to be KPJ and Jalen in that backcourt, and then maybe they bring a veteran three in. I still think they could still pull that off. Honestly, if they can get a veteran point guard that could come in and be like the de facto point guard, and I mean, they'll try to finesse something, but yeah, if they get Victor, man, that'll be interesting because then you'll have combinations of Victor, Shangoon, Garuba, a little bit of Garuba here. I think that'll probably push out Bruno. He'd become almost irrelevant at that point. And then honestly, I think as time goes on, Jabari is also going to be in the mix at the five, especially when you're playing teams like the Heat late in games. That dude's going to put on about 20, 30 pounds of muscle over the next 3 or 4 years, man. So, yeah. And I love how he looked rebounding. So, yeah, having a Jabari and Victor front court might be like Tim Duncan and like David Robinson, bro. Yeah, that'd be some sick stuff. I'm not gonna cap. Sleep Bar said they could have learned from Wall last year. Yeah, bro, they had Wall. I mean, they didn't. I don't know. I've seen the things, the little interview with Wall. It still doesn't make sense to me. They didn't want him to even come into camp. I really don't get that. I hope they do a 30 for 30 for what happened with the Wall situation one day. Cause yeah, I don't know, bro. Baba Shola said, which players do you think will be here when we mix up the team with experienced players and start competing? The only players, like, if we talking about when we were contenders, I think Jalen will be here. I think Jabari will be here. And that's pretty much the only people I can guarantee. I don't know. Historically, these rebuilds really just the team you start with is just morphed so much. And you may have waves of contention where you're competing in one era of like maybe being a play-in, playoff kind of hopeful, then something happens, then it's another era, it's different players. Contractual situations are going to come up. One of the downfalls of having so many young players that are talented is that when they all hit their contracts, the Rockets got to make some decisions. So just by that alone, you're probably losing half the guys that you drafted just by money, just trying to meet the money demands alone. So, what I mean, that's just the nature of the business, man. Is you can't keep all these guys. Even if we wanted to. If everybody reached their potential, then yeah, they wouldn't even be able to stay together. Because if Tari turns out to be who he's going to be, if KJ, if Jabari, Jalen, if Ty becomes like a starting point guard level, if Shangoon becomes this like offensive hub, how are you going to pay all of them? So just naturally, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose some players just through money. Johnny Johnson says, hate to say it, but I was okay Knicks getting those minutes with Ty rather than EG. Anything keep going off the court. Johnny, I ain't mad at that, bro. I ain't mad at that. I actually want to see EG and Ty together. I'm not mad with EG off the bench because I think that he's actually good off the bench as a guy that if his role is as a two guard in the backcourt, not a small forward, because then you could put him around the goon squad. So they'll do all the stuff he's weak at, which is rebounding, transition, pace, all that stuff. When he's on the starting five as the three, it's just you're taking away athleticism and all this defensive stuff that could really help that team. And we're so sluggish in that starting five that he don't help none. Like he's like we need one of those Tari or KJ to boost that those starting lineups. I think if we had KJ or Tari in there, the zone to be attacked better because they're always cutting and moving. So we just our starters are just so like just dead, bro. So that's why we start off slow. And usually the goon squad got to come in and do all that work. But I ain't mad at EG off the bench as a shooting guard. I think he's actually a good vet to have in that regards. Let's see. Sam Kilgore says, Who was Kobe's vet? Who was T Mac's vet? Bro, you need to go look it up, man. They all had vets. They all had vets, bro. They all have vets. I don't know what Sam, I don't know what your NBA history is. They all had vets. And the thing is, the vets don't have to be like the damn Hall of Fame player. A vet is could be just the most randomest people have the most randomest vets. You damn sure Kobe had a vet because back in that era, you had to have a vet. You know what I mean? So y'all, you need to go look it up, bro. Go look it up. Everybody had a vet. Everybody. Jordan had a vet. The old school cats used to, put them young dudes under their wings, man. Teach you how to be a pro. Teach you how to show up, how to work out. All that stuff's important. Like you need to learn how to be a professional, how to be responsible. All that translates to the way you play on the court. I mean, there's plenty of interviews and documentaries about NBA players and some of the guys that assisted them when they first came in the league. And it's not always the most sexiest player, like, oh, like Steph's vet was like, you know what I mean, Steve Nash. Nah, it'll be just random dudes, just random bench players, just guys, man. It's a necessary thing in the NBA. Let's see. Wall didn't teach anything to KPJ about being a point guard, huh? I mean, KPJ was in the G League. By the time he came back in that 2020 season, Wall was shut down. The next season came, they told bro that he shouldn't even come to camp. So nah, I guess he didn't have time to show him. They rarely played together. I don't know how many games they even played. Potential dynasty, my honest opinion. He's talking about the if we get your boy Victor. Okay, let's see. Yusugami says, got any potential trade for EG yet? Man, bro, I heard the Cam Reddish chatter. Some people were poo-pooing that. Bro, I would take Cam Reddish in a heartbeat. Y'all sleep. Y'all sleep. Y'all think Thibodeau likes young guys, man? I heard that some of the stuff over there, like they had to force him to play, bro, to play Cam over there in New York. So, you know what I mean? I think if you're gonna keep on the theme of what the Rockets like to do, which is take swings on big upside guys, I take on Cam. I'd bring Cam to Houston, bro. He'll fit in that 3 slot. He's athletic. He can shoot. I think also we would need a point guard, like regardless of who we bring in. We need a point guard for Jabari. We need a point guard for everybody, honestly. Sam Kilgore says John Wall was out here running one-on-ones against Jalen and KBJ. My goodness, we shouldn't rush anything. I'm not sure running one-on-ones. 1v1s, was that at practice? You got to explain that to me, Sam. You got to explain that to me. Neighborhood hoops. Victor with it is wild. Yeah, Victor would be crazy. Neighborhood hoops. Should we truly trade EG? I can say yes, truly. Neighborhood. Even if we get Scoot, I'm okay with it. Yeah, Scoot is that'll definitely be a good pickup. I mean, Amen Thompson. I mean, y'all have heard of all the guards in this coming draft. I mean, I'm not sure if any of them are going to move the needle for our team, but um, I think just somebody that's a high prospect, that's like a top 10 pick, that's a point guard would be something useful for us to have. Sam Kilgore, Easy doesn't fit the timeline. I don't think we should get an archetype like him that's younger. That's ideal. Who is the archetype of EG? Let me see. A young shooting guard that doesn't rebound, is good off the bench, but can score, can shoot threes, dribbles the ball off their foot. I don't know, man. Y'all got to help me think of a player like that. But I think honestly, we don't need an EG archetype. I think we just probably need a just a real small forward like that could actually play that position. Now, if we can get a guy off the bench, some people would say we got one in Kevin Porter Jr. But if you're going to keep KBJ in the starting lineup, I mean, you could have a scoring by committee. You also have tie and whatever combinations. Also, you could stagger the starters and have different because you have so much talent that you may not even need that EG archetype because I want to see some lineups on the second team that feature Shangun as the primary hub. I want to see some lineups that may feature Jabari as the primary hub because I know in the starters the guards are going to dominate everything. So maybe in the secondary lineups, get some passive ball handlers that are going to be okay with just initiating offense for some of our bigs. and I consider Jabari a big to a even though he's a wing big, he's still a big. So I'd be okay with that. With just even if Ty was just like the backup point guard, just setting up Jabari and Shangun or different guys in certain lineups because we got to develop those guys too. Neighborhood hoop sacks. How you feel about Victor and Charlotte, bro? Why would you ask me that? I mean, I don't want Victor in Charlotte. I want him in Houston. If I was being selfish, just because he's such a great talent, I'd want him in like San Antonio or one of those historical franchises. Not in Charlotte, bro. Like, why would we wish that on that man, bro? Come on, dog. You might have that boy in getting arrested. Victor gonna end up in jail, bro. Messing around with Charlotte. Nah, man. Let's get Victor. If Victor don't come to Houston, let him go to like the Spurs or somebody like that where they can use him. Let's see, I agree at Sam. Steven Silas energy. Oh boy, yawning on them. I feel that. JNRZ says Tata brings a calmness to the offense that can hopefully set some tone. Yeah, I hope so, man. I don't know what I mean, I'm glad, like I said, him getting a chance to kind of come out first before Knicks is a good sign. To me, that tells me at practice he's been doing his thing, and that man is the floater king. Third Coast Salon says everything. Neighborhood hoops. Can KBJ come off the bench? That's gonna be a good question, bro. Because to me, if they draft Scoot, then they're gonna. I know what they're gonna. They're gonna force the 3 guard lineup thing, which might be okay. KBJ is one of the best catch and shoot shooters in the NBA. He is also a decent defender on guarding like bigger guards, which is not bad for a 3. And you would put Jalen and Scoot on the smaller guards. Uh, yeah, I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? And if you were able to get a high level, maybe you bring a vet, maybe you get a nice vet that plays a 3 or is a guard type themselves, then yeah, he would have to go to the bench. Will Stone and Silas be able to pull that off? I mean, that's yet to be seen. From what it seems like, he is the franchise player. So I don't know. I feel like they're gonna adjust the team to, even though it looks weird, they're gonna make it kind of force it to happen. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I think even for Kevin Porter's sake, he needs to get more opportunities to play off ball because I think that's the best thing for him, honestly. Yusugami says KPJ come off the bench and be the best shooting guard the Rockets could have currently. Possibly. You know what I mean? That could be a possibility. Third Coast Alliance, it was smooth too. I think you were talking about the Euro. Yusugami, now that's a contract that's fitting for his potential. Sam Kilgore at neighbor, if we find someone as professional as EG, that's a shooter. I'm satisfied. Boy, professional. Come on, Sam. That's a low bar, Sam. I ain't gonna cap. Terry, what's good, my brother? What up, Frank? Hearing Eric refused to check. How is this real, bro? Like, what y'all? I ain't been on Twitter yet. Oh man, that's not EG character, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? I guess the losing is getting to him. I ain't never seen EG act out a character like that. This the dude that sat there and looked like he was in a like he just took a hit of coke or something when Jalen and Jabari were fighting. He just sat there just staring blankly into space. He's unmoved. So I'm really shocked that we are hearing this, but I'm gonna find out after this live stream. Yeah, man, everybody push the like button. I don't know what the numbers looking like, but if there's 39 people in here and you still in here watching and hit the like, you a hater, bro. That's my stance, man. Go ahead and show love to your boys. Oh, what up, Sam? Sam, subscribe. Shout out to Sam Kilgore, bro. Welcome to Good Basketball, my brother. Welcome to Good Basketball. Welcome to the community of Rockets fans. We keep it real on the Chop Shop. Y'all already know. Me and my boy Space usually holds down the live streams. He has some business to handle, so I stepped in. Substitute teacher Frank. Well, welcome to the neighborhood, bro. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome to La Familia. Okay, Swagger D says facts, Terry. Like and subscribe. Yes, sir. And shout out to y'all for always bigging us up, for always trying to support and getting people on, man. We really appreciate that. JNRZ, Nick Van Exel was big for Kobe's development. Big facts. Big facts. I forgot about Nick Van Exel. Big facts. Big facts. I think that might have been his vet, actually. Yeah, Kobe had a lot of old heads around him helping him out. Yeah, I think it was Sam that has asked about that. Yeah, bro, you got to go watch some of them old late Laker documentaries, bro. I think even Kobe talked about it, like when he went scoreless in that playoff game, and some of the old heads that helped him through that time. Yeah, he had a work ethic and all that, but You don't make it in the NBA by yourself, bro. This is a fraternity of guys that there's always a link from one generation to the other. So we need those links for our guys. Jalen deserves to have a vet. If Michael Jordan had a vet, if Kobe had a vet, if LeBron had a vet, damn it, Jalen Green needs a vet. Damn it, Jabari Smith needs a vet. Yeah, I mean, I love Boban. I love that he hugs everybody and people cheer when he comes in and gets a rebound, bro. But we trying to win chips, bro. This ain't no Teletubby contest, bro. We trying to win chips, bro. You know what I mean? We trying to compete, man. We competing. I look across the Western Conference. I'm looking at Memphis. They got young superstars. I'm looking at the Pelicans. They got young superstars. I'm looking around these teams, man. They competing. So I mean, we are trying to win championships, not the cutest team or the most lovable team. Like, bro, get my guys some vets. I need somebody that's gonna get up. You know what I mean? Tell KPJ like, bro, no, don't do that. Like somebody that'll get in his face. I need somebody to tell Jalen like, nah, get over there and go get that ball and go score, bro. That's you. I need somebody to tell Jabari, stop getting pushed around by guards in the post, bro. You sick, damn near 7 foot tall. Get in there. I need somebody that's gonna tell them how to break a zone, like cut, move. You need to, you know what I mean? Learn. They need to learn that from somebody on the court because sometimes the coach's voice can only go so far. Terry says, I think the Rockets take on bad contracts to get more draft picks next season. Let me see. Let me think about that. So if they take on bad, yeah, if they're expirings, but I don't see why. We have so many draft picks unless they're going to make a big move with them. I mean, at some point you got to push your chips in, or you're just going to keep drafting guys. I don't think their intention is to draft guys. Let me see. We gotta. Let me ask for. Okay, I was about to say, appreciate you, Swaggity. Swaggity, get him out of there. Get 69 mega out of there. I don't know what they selling, a Viagra or whatever. Get him out of there, Swaggy. Whoever one of our moderators that got that ability, get him out of there. Block him from the channel. Let me do that real quick. Let me remove 69 mega. Hide this user from the channel. Okay, did that. All right. Zachary Sane says, Yo, Frank, question. Have you ever heard of two basketball anime called Slam Dunk and Kuroko's Basketball? If not, I recommend you watch them. Two anime, especially Slam Dunk. It's old school anime from the 90s. Now I'm gonna check that out, bro. I'm gonna check that out. Nah, good looking out. I do watch animes. I got my subscription to Crunchyroll and to Funimation, bro. I'll be I'm a late 90s, early 2000s anime watcher. So that's Gundam Wing. I'll be on that Dragon Ball Z, of course. My brother tried to put me on some of this new stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get into it, but all that stuff is just too cute for me, man. They be having talking cats and flying pink things and clouds and stuff, man. I'm from the old school anime watchers, bro, when they actually fought and stuff like that. I know that's a tangent, but let me just keep going. All right, let's see. Zachary saying, especially Slam Dunk, it credit for make basketball hell of a popular in Japan. Y'all check that out, bro. Appreciate that. JNRZ says scoot over Wemby. That's a hot take, brother. I ain't mad at it. I've been there, but I go back and forth. I can see the scoot thing because of our need, but Wemby, man, that is a generational guy. But the height and the frame does concern you. And the guard play on our team does concern you. I would die if I seen Wemby stand in the corner while KPJ cooks, bro. Like, like y'all talking about Jabari and all that. I would, yeah. Can y'all imagine, bro? Like it's a game and Wemby got 3 shots. I'd be sick, bro. Like he got 3 shots and Jalen and KPJ got 30 between them. Terry just says Cam Whitmore. I don't know who Cam Whitmore is, but y'all gotta put me on. We need Caruco type of player. Okay, isn't that a big? Caruco is a big, right? I'm not, guys. I don't have really for the draft. Like as far as like college, I don't watch college to the tournament because I do so much NBA stuff. It's really hard for me to have time to look through these prospects. So as much basketball as I know, I don't know much about college. So I'm not even gonna cap with y'all. Thurko Salon says it'll be people like Derek Fisher, Nick Van Exel, Tyson Chandler. Every superstar had a mentor. Big facts. The most randomest people. It'd be the last player on the bench. It could have been the difference between a player being a Hall of Famer and a bust, bro. It's very important to have that. It's almost a prerequisite. Charlotte wastes all their draft picks. Yes, they do. If Victor went there, I'd be sad for him. That man might be in a jumpsuit Swagger D says, I've noticed that our bigs can't set a proper screen. Bari, KJ, Uzman. The only guy who can set proper screens is Shangun. You can't run a proper pick and roll with a bad screener. That is true. Shangun is a master screener, not a great lob thrower, but he can actually roll. The thing with the screening is that it's not only just even the screens, it's understanding what your guard and the concept of the play. And I'll tell y'all something. The reason Jalen and Shangun work is because they both have pretty good IQ. They have great chemistry when they screen for each other because they've been doing it, especially towards the tail end of the second season. um, the screening is like, y'all remember the video I made where Shangun, they're on a fast break, and Shangun is like, Jalen is on the right side of the court, Shangun is on the left side. He sees where Jalen is on the court and he runs over there because he sees that there's an empty corner there. That's an automatic bucket. Gruber's not going to do that. Bruno's not going to do that. If your big man has the insight to know that my super fast can shoot off a screen guard is going down and on a fast break, and the only player that's there to guard him is Montrezl Harrell. Let me go sprint across the court to go set a screen. That should tell you all you need to know about Shangun and screen. Screening is a weapon. You know what I mean? It's not, people really discount what a great screen. And let me see, I'm peeking in the head of the chat. I see I got Jasketball in here. Rudy Gobert, for example, great screener. Now the guards may not have always rewarded that, but screening is a thing. Like a good screening big. I mean, go ask John Moran and Russell Westbrook what Steven Adams is doing for their careers. Russell Westbrook is going to be in the Hall of Fame because of Steven Adams. John Moran is en route to a Hall of Fame career because of a guy like Steven Adams. Like that screening big is so important. Like so important. Subscribe now. Yes, sir. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the like button as well. Jasketball was good, brother. Yeah, we did a joint spaces. Shout out to them, man. I know y'all are just thrilled about how the Jazz are playing. They're sustaining, man, even though it's not like they're going like on 10-game winning streaks. The Jazz are actually a good team. You know what I mean? Their coach is really, I mean, their system, I love their system. They run five out like us. They just do it like with smart players. So it looks a lot better. And they actually do a lot of movement. I love how they use their guys. Obviously, they're veterans, so they have a little bit more. And they found some gems there, man. I'm curious to see what they're going to do as the trade deadline approaches. Are y'all going to make a trade, Basketball? Are y'all making a trade? Do you think they're going to try to blow it up, or is it like to the point where it's real enough that they might just do a throwaway season like OKC did with Chris Paul? What do you think? You can put that in there if you think that's what they're going to do. Neighborhood Hoop says, if the Nets franchise falls, Houston is definitely a dynasty. Oh, and hell of a stream, fan. Appreciate you, brother. The Nets, I don't know. Last I checked, they were fourth in the East. As long as they have Kevin Durant looking like he is now, I think they'll be straight. They'll be straight because even if he wants out, man, he's going to bring them back something. I think for us, like next year, we have a swap. The swap, once that's done, I mean, I don't know. It looks like that swap is not going to convey, so we're likely going to be the worst team out of the two. Then the year after that is a pig. Um, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. The NBA is so up and down, so up and down. Basketball says Frank was a guest on our podcast. What you think of the Jazz? We just got blown out by the Bucks tonight. Okay, I think y'all beat some. Yeah, I mean it's up and down, man. It's going to be interesting at the deadline, like I said, for y'all to see. It's going to be interesting. But I think that, yeah, y'all's front office has some decisions to make right now because y'all are edging on the territory of no return, man. So honestly, I think like the OKC model is still there. I think you have enough picks and you really have nothing to lose. Give the fans a season where y'all make it to the first round maybe, and maybe get frisky and try to push a good team far. Or maybe you might mess around and do something in the playoffs. And if once that's done, then sell everything, blow it up. I think that's where y'all are headed, in my opinion. Big John says we need Pat Beverly as our vet. He will put everyone in their place and get them to where they need to be developed to. I agree. I like Pat Bev. I like Pat Bev. I like Mike Conley. I would take Mike Conley. I really, really want Mike Conley on this team because I think he's a great type of vet, especially for a team that's trying to develop guards. Basketball says, haha, you don't need Pat Bev. This dude is old news. Bro, we need anything. Goddamn. We was last year we were watching Schroeder play for us, and this dude looked like Magic Johnson compared to the what we had. So I'm sure Pat Bev would probably look pretty much the same. Walker Kessler, the real deal. Y'all need to tank and trade players. Bro said Walker Kessler straight, swaggy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if he's the real deal. He's okay for he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. I don't know what you mean by the real deal, but he is. He's now Lori. Now we talking. Lori, y'all found something there. I don't know if it's the system or the fact that he finally got to be on a team where he's actually featured as a primary guy, but that dude is a special player, man. The size, the shooting, just the everything, man. He's actually a special player. I don't think he's the best player on a contender, but I think he can be one of your top three guys. So if you already have one there, you draft one and you sign another one, and y'all could be rolling again. Bubba's Eat says, how much longer do you see Knicks in the rotation since Tata doing good things? Um, I don't know. They really like Knicks, man. They like Knicks. If Tata just forces it out, then yeah, you would probably see some like the Garrison Matthews. Like did Garrison Matthews play today? Is he sick? I don't know. You never know why guys don't play. So, but I don't know. How you get your comment read on the screen? Oh, you just gotta wait, bro. I gotta go down them manually as they're coming up. So I just go down there and come as they come up. So I just put them up. Boban, okay. Bubba Z says Boban. I don't know what you was talking about, but yeah, Boban. Basketball. Most players can't set proper screens. That's big facts. Third Coastal Line says people wonder how Jared Dudley stayed in the league so long. A good vet, yes. Jared Dudley's definitely a good vet. Good locker room guy. Doesn't have to be a great player, and it usually isn't. JJ Barea is respected for a reason. Huge facts. Huge facts. Huge facts. How many minutes do you think we should be giving KJ and Tari after we get rid of Eric Gordon? Eric Gordon plays what, like 20 some minutes a game? So you put one of them in the starting lineup, and then I think they just kind of, I think they probably do it by committee. I don't think you would give any one of them like Eric Gordon's load. Probably like 20 some, 23, 25 minutes a piece. But you never know with our coach what that looks like. They could I don't know, start Boban or something once they let EG go, or put Garrison Matthews, or you gotta remember Tate's coming back too. Because they say he's close. So once Tate come back, he might be that starting three. Instead of KJ and Tari. Okay, Swaggy says I offer, speaking of basketball, KJ for Kessler. Swaggy, bro, come on, man. Dog, we was having a good stream. Come on, man. What? KJ, come on. Y'all let me know if y'all think that's a good trade in the chat, man. Y'all let me know. KJ for Kessler. I'm gonna downvote that, but I'm curious to see what y'all think about that. Basketball wants John Collins. Vanderbilt has been so terrible. Damn, we got a dude on the Chop Shop that loves Jared Vanderbilt. That's Coop. He made a video about Jared Vanderbilt. I don't watch y'all enough to really know. I think John Collins is like, from Hawks fans, they don't like him either. So what I mean, you really got to get with the fan base on that. I'm not sure, because we see players on other teams as like their best self, because all you see is highlights. I'm sure there's players who think like Eric Gordon is like this solid, like, oh my God, he's so good. But you come into a Rocket stream and you see people wanting to trade him. So Jaskaba, I probably should just go talk to some Hawks fans and see what John Collins is about. Neighborhood Hoop said that Mellow Victor would be nasty, but no cap. Jabari need the ball more, fam. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mellow and Victor would be a nasty. I just don't like the Hornets, man. It's just they've just had too many guys not make it there. Brandon Simpson, what up, B? Says, when do we ever make adjustments on defense? I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. We did make one. I forgot what game it was. It was one of the games we won, but they started doing something towards the end of the game. But now we really don't make a lot, and we really don't know how to turn off the water from dudes that's going off, which is problematic. Like a dude got like 40 points and counting, and he's still getting the same coverage. So, yeah, I think I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Not being able to execute a plan. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know if it's coaching or just the guys just ain't getting it. Jasketball said, "Who would you be willing to trade to get Conley?" Uh, how much does Conley make? I think that's the question. How much does Conley make? If we could find out how much he make, then I could tell you. I don't remember off top how much he make, but yeah, I mean, we got some guys that we could send y'all away, man. We got a couple of guys actually. Brandon Simpson said, "Man, can we get Rondo? How's that case?" Nah, bro, let's leave Rondo right now, man. We ain't go. I remember somebody asked me on Twitter how they put on there. I wonder how Rondo's doing. I'm like, bro, yeah, we don't want to talk about that. But nah, let's leave Rondo. Let him get himself together, bro. Bro, going through some stuff with his family. Terry Agent says Tata and Nate's group was pretty solid today. Good ball movement, push the tempo. Those dudes get everyone involved. Facts. That's why I wasn't too mad at it. I wasn't too mad at it, but it was the game was already sunk. If it was like a game we was trying to win, then it'd be useless. But I like that group. I think EG. I want to see EG with Tata. I think that'd be an interesting backcourt. Brandon Sims says, "Why Silas said he only stacked KPJ and Green because of Matthews being Matthews was out. Okay, that makes sense. I told y'all. You never know, man. Whew, that's crazy. Eagles 2020. Okay. What's your thoughts on Silas staying next year so we can see KBJ cook? Um, I think it depends on who we draft, bro. I won't be mad if Silas is here if they get a guard. I mean, I think they'll probably let him finish out his contract, but if we somehow get Victor, I'd probably be a little concerned, man. I'd be worried about that kid. I'd be worried about that kid because yeah, bro. I just don't want to see Victor just being used as a pick and roll lob threat or be standing in the corner as a catch and shooter for whenever Jalen and KPJ decide to pass the ball. That's my only concern, bro. Like to me, when you get a one of them type of talents, you got to kind of fix the house before they show up, bro. Honestly, you got to go get a coach and get some guys, get some guards to help him out. Like you can't get a Victor. That's like you know what I mean. He's projected to be one of those guys. So yeah, it'd be a. I think the NBA would probably just turn on Houston if we turn them into like how Jabari was when he started the season, or how they treat Jabari in some games. Let's see. Usagami. Haven't seen much on Kessler. He's a rookie this season, right? Yeah, he's a rookie. The games I watch, he's pretty good, man. He's pretty good. Let me see. I'm gonna peek ahead to the chat. Jasketball says he's out. He's on. Let me see. Hold on. I kind of want to answer that Jazz thing. He says Mike Conley signed a 3-year 68. Yikes. Annual salary of 22. We got the money for it. Looks like EG will probably match that. Yeah, that'd be an Eric Gordon swap. But yeah, that'd be Eric Gordon. That could probably be straight up. You could add like one of those minimum salaries on it to make it work. But I don't know. I'd probably do it, man. I would probably do it. Let's see. Usagami. Oh yeah, he talked about Kessler. Terry Agent says Rockets desperately need shooting. Our guys are all average below the league average. Yeah, bad, but they're not getting great shots generated for them. So I think that's another thing. A lot of those shots that they get are late shot clock and kind of not great passes. When they use the pick and rolls and do what they do, a lot of those shots are open. Kessler is a good rim protector. You still got Tari that can play the. Bro, I do not swaggy, bro. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I do not want Kessler. Kessler and Barry play together at Auburn. I do not care, and they lost because of their guards, bro. Kessler is not the guy. Not for us. Booker dropped 58 on the Pels. Did they win, bro? I didn't even get to see the end of that game. Yeah, Booker is that dude's cold. Brandon Simpson, Conley 22 a year, 24 next year. Yeah, I'm getting a little scary about that Conley contract. The more I think about it, Emmanuel Ben Hur Arias. That's a throw name, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't believe on Silas' offensive scheme. Yeah, it is pretty generic, pretty basic, and we don't have the horses for it. Eagles 2020 says Eric Gordon and Boban for Conley. I'd do it. I ain't gonna lie. Just to get some guard play, I would do it. Man, I'll take Conley for EG in a heartbeat. Y'all want Knicks? Bro, I throw in a coach if y'all want. We could take our couple of our ball boys, take one of our power dancers. I mean, just anything, bro. We need some veteran guard play on the team just to help our guys out because they struggling. All right, that's it with the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and wind this down. It was a great experience game for the kids. I hope they learned something from it, man. I hope the coaches start practicing how to beat the zone because that's what they're gonna see going forward. God, teams are gonna play the zone. They're gonna be. I mean, the word is out, man. They might not start off with the zone, but I guarantee y'all, every time a team gets down, that's where they're gonna go to against us until we can show we can beat it. Until we can show we can beat it, because if you can't beat a zone in the NBA, bro, you're in trouble. And honestly, that is kind of on the coaching. Yeah, that's coaching, bro. I mean, you would think like, bro, you can't beat a zone. So that is a little embarrassing, bro. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through on a L on a Saturday night, taking this L. Obviously, we like to get the dubs, but like I told y'all, ups and downs. The team is young. They're gonna have these games. They'll look good. They'll look bad. I can't believe people was tripping out about the wins, right? Like, bro, this the same team that won 7 games in a row last year. Well, not the same team, but it is what it is. So y'all don't trip out too much about these losses. They'll All of this will look like just a bad dream in a year or two. So just hang in there, man. Y'all hang in there. Appreciate y'all, man. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe out there. We'll see y'all on the flip side.